Hello everyone, my name is Miser Luke and welcome to what the dice have assured me is the third battle of Storm's Eye, where we have a big fleet here from the Zenixel, the River Kingdom, specifically the third, I believe, which is going to try and defeat the defenders, defending buildings and fleets. Without further ado, I'm going to get things moving. And good, it does appear that I spawned both sides on the correct side. You know, not great, not terrible. Definitely no tracers in this one, which is really a shame because the Nagas there look really cool with tracers going. I've upped the in-game volume in this one, so hopefully that doesn't drown out my voice. I've been playing with the audio settings, and I think I've got a decent balance for my voice, but there's always a chance that the in-game sounds will come on too strong. Music included. But the music is definitely good in this game, I feel. It's not quite like as classic as what you'll get in, like, say, Minecraft, which is kind of timeless because it really hasn't ever changed. FTD is unfortunately in a place where it got an updated soundtrack midway through, so you don't have the same like nostalgia for the soundtrack, except for maybe one or two songs that remained. I like how there's just an off-center decoy on one side of the mast. It's funny. I don't think it'll be easy to get a good grasp of how the battle is going, just with how many units there are, especially without tracers to see where a lot of the fire is being directed. Maybe we can get over here and see. This guy is probably not doing so great yet. 88%. It looks like he's taking quite a lot of the fire. But one of the, I assume, little guys just got 2 damaged. Yep, a Helion. Oh, speaking of a Helion, look at who's over here. And he decided he does not like this one. Come on, man. Alright, I think following the Helions is a good use of time. Oh, that's interesting. I've not seen a Namazu do that. Get this close. Which is especially dangerous with Helions in the water. Oh, maybe? Miss. Can this one do better? Also miss. Oh, these guys are getting close too. Which leaves this guy in a very not safe place to be. Getting absolutely pounded from both sides. By diff, or not diff, but just by very large frag sticks. Yeah, he is just about weapons killed. Missile launcher's still on him, but it's probably lost a lot of the missiles. There's a Helion despawning right there. Oh. Did this guy actually get hit by a Helion? I think so. It got AI killed by a Helion. Nicely done. And you're sinking. Welp, 1 kill is not too bad. This guy, I think, was just getting fragged to death. We'll see if any of the other Helions manage to make contact. But I'm not too optimistic about it. Oh. Nice ram. Took a chunk out of this guy's middle, but obviously the Tin Sieve Rook here is a little bit worse for wear on that one. There's the AI dead guy. A couple of Helians vanishing. The fort over there is still at 100%. Taking a little bit of damage though. Let's see if we can get a ride. Oh, nope. I thought for sure I was going to miss the target and get a ride with one of the shells instead. That's usually what happens when I try to shift caps onto a regular vehicle. This is the Nixel versus Storm. Incredibly active VC today. Ooh, that was a good hit. The gun's still intact though, and that's what matters. I suspect it won't be intact for too long, but we'll see. Yep, gun just got disabled. Some frag must have snuck in there and wiped out the important bits. Oh, I didn't even know these guys had angled missile launchers. Those are cool. Too bad they are no longer existing for the most part, but the ones that got missiles off are still pretty nice. So what's happened here, in summary, is the River Kingdom fleet kind of split in half and let the Nagas and Namazus just kind of sail right through the middle, ramming one of them, having one killed by a Helian, and then another one or two just killed by fragpole spam. And now the two wings of the formation are probably going to get slowly torn about by the combined efforts of the Nagas, Namazus, and Fort, with the little planes contributing every now and then. Although, since they're little turret fighters, I don't think they'll do a very big percentage of the damage. We might still have some Helians doing cool stuff, though I must say I am rather skeptical given their track record. In the background you can see that the tin pawn we were following for a little bit has been very much killed. Now I'm only seeing one of the Namazus. Oh, there's the other one. 73%, that's pretty damaged. And 87 on that guy. Meanwhile these two are sitting pretty at 95. Ooh. Thankfully most of them missed, but it's not going to matter too much for this guy. Especially with the Helian coming and missing. Come on, man. They're so close to greatness. If they just dipped a little bit further. It's not even like these guys are sitting too low in the water. It is not looking good for the attackers. If someone has a large capital, like if you've only got like three or four or less cities, then taking down your capital requires like millions or over 1 million fleet power, especially if it's defended. Because like the Bunny capital has the better part of 1 million in defenses. This one, I think, is maybe around 500,000. It looks like, okay, it's lost a burrow, but those aren't too important. And it's either building or repairing gnats at that hive. I'm not fully sure what they do. Based on that, it looks like they can withdraw damage craft, so probably not building. Yeah, while we're over here, let me go ahead and look at some of these buildings again. This medium hive fort has received some updates, I think, since it was first deployed. Let's actually look in here. So, two different, I don't know if they're styles or types of diff, but you got the spiky ones and the orange jet looking ones. And then the turrets up above them. Ouch for this guy. So these rooks look like they just have a small gun and some central vertical launch missiles. They crave the forbidden heat signature. Either that or someone forgot one turns. Or surely they couldn't all have taken damage. I'm not sure what's happening there. But, oh, they've got torpedoes too. Ah, bottom torpedoes. Laser designated even, cool. And let's get a look at these guys too. It's actually pretty amazing how much a simple glow can do. I don't know if that's a texture or a hologram. Looks like emissive sphere maybe. Alright, let's get over towards the bulk of the battle. Okay, Bishop is toast. These two over here are struggling for more reasons than one. And looking at the map, you've got that cluster of two, this one that is dead, one there still in decent health, and then a cluster of three who are getting kind of swarmed. Let's go check in on them. Oh, rest in peace, Nat. If he's lucky, he'll be close enough to make it back to the nest. Here's this rook we were looking at earlier. One of the Namazus. And then pawn, pawn, and rook. This guy just lost his mast, and the gun looks disabled. This guy is doing his best to get the heck on out of here, but he's still got gnats swarming around him. What is this gnat doing? I do not know where that gnat is. Okay. Ooh. Getting brought back to the mothership is only so effective when you're going to hit the ground on the way there. Oh. What happened here? Ooh. This Helion killed himself on the way in, but in so doing managed to AI core this rook. Nicely done, little guy. Very impressive. And speaking of AI dead things, this one, I don't know if he did this to himself by running aground, or if this was the result of hostile action. This guy is also falling apart very quickly. Who's the AI dead over here? Not the Naga. Oh, another pawn. I think that rook over there, that rook I'm going to let retreat. Because he's well beyond the combat radius of any of the nearby stuff, and there's not much else he's going to be able to do. So be free, my child. This guy, on the other hand, is turning back into the enemy, and his prospects for survival are rather dim. That last pawn over there is getting killed, the one who's buddy, or who rammed his friend. And now it does just seem to be left to this one tin pan pawn, which is tridding quite quickly before lots of frag pulls. Well, everyone, that is going to end this battle. Thank you for watching. It went quicker than I was expecting, to be honest, as far as like game speed went, but not too bad. Alright, have a great one. Thanks for watching. Bye.